Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's AJ. So I know y'all been wondering, like, where the hell did she keep going? Listen, I told y'all I had lupus and I fell off the map. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. It's been so much going on. I've been trying to keep myself busy. I've been finding new strengths in myself. I've been becoming happier, becoming more at peace, healthier. I still have flare-ups and things of that nature, sure, but it's it's minor compared to the blessings and the abundance and the prosperity that is just flowing into my life right now. So this video is just a catch up and like a soon come type of ordeal, letting you guys know what's on the floor, what to expect. I know your expectations are usually and should be low based on my prior videos and my habits and whatnot of recording videos. So I get it. That's cool. Uh, this is just so funny to me. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, no, I'm back. I'm back for real. One thing the universe has been telling me I need to stay consistent. Like, seriously, stay consistent because this is something I truly enjoy doing. And, I think I said this and touched on this, at least in the last video, that I really do enjoy doing this. And it really does bring me a great deal of pleasure recording these videos. And even if I don't have like 1 million followers or whatever the case may be, there are some people, my subscribers, you guys are quality people. And I really appreciate that because I've been trying to find my tribe, and my tribe has been gravitating towards me, and I have been gravitating towards them, you guys, everything. And it has just been a beautiful experience. So I am definitely grateful. I am excited. I'm elated. I'm overwhelmed with joy. I am so thankful that you guys have stuck with me through these. It's actually been a few years since I've been on here now, or a couple years at least. It's 2021. I think I started this in 2019. Haven't uploaded a lot. I think my most visible year was 2019, actually. But I have grown a lot since then, and I've learned a lot since then. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown of some things that I'm working on, and some videos that you guys might want to look out for. Just some helpful tips that I've been going through in this life. Y'all know we still living in a panorama. So we need to, take care of ourselves. I think I said in the last video, I stated in the last video, I've been seeing a therapist. My therapist has been amazing for me. Such an outlet. She is amazing. I found her through therapyforblackgirls.com. So please, even my black men, check the website. Don't let the website name kind of just, throw you off. She is an amazing therapist, and they have a nice variety of amazing therapists on that platform. So I would check it out because it's one thing. I've seen a therapist years and years ago. I was a teenager, but I've seen one, and she didn't resonate with me whatsoever. She was a white woman, and she didn't understand a lot of the animosity and angst I had about society. I was a rebel back then, and I was angry, and I was confused, and I was experiencing a lot of these I don't want to say minority only struggles, but majority minority only struggles. And she couldn't relate. And it was just like, you'll get over it, ignore it, blah, blah, blah. But the trauma that black people, I'm speaking on black people because I am black, but the trauma that black people tend to endure, some other races and ethnicities cannot relate to that. And she didn't serve me. And so I left because she couldn't do anything for me. So That was kind of the bad taste in my mouth as far as therapy goes for a while. And then I became everybody's therapist somehow. Psychology has always been a passion of mine, and I'll get on that momentarily too. But it's always been a passion of mine. It was my second love. My first love was music. And I really studied it hard, and I still do, which led me to where I am today, actually. So it's all coming around full circle, even though I kind of delved off into finance and got out of psychology as far as schooling and career wise, but somehow I got right back into psychology. So it's meant for me, and I'm meant for it. So yeah, there's that, a little background on that. But my therapist has been helping me out, and she even expanded or extended the time frames in which I saw her every 2 weeks. And now she told me I could see her every month, even though I have an appointment coming up this week because I had voiced some concerns because I was going through some things a few weeks ago, and she was a little concerned about my mental stability and state. I was going through a great deal of stress, but I'll get into that too. So, yeah, this video, like I said, is just a touch up of what's to come and what I've been going through. So, been seeing a therapist. That's all good. I have been finding myself because the universe is making me. God is making me. I am, as some of you may know, I'm a preschool teacher. So I enjoy taking care of the babies. I love the babies so much. They are my world. My baby is my world. I love kids, and this is a passion that I never knew I had for real. I know I love helping people. I know I love teaching. I love all of that, but I didn't put it together that I would love teaching children, especially young children, 6 weeks and up. So in the 6 weeks to 4-year-old range, I was a floater at first, but recently I have been in the infant room, stationed in the infant room as the EHS teacher. So early head start. So it has been an amazing experience, and I am learning everything new on a daily basis. No 2 days are alike, even though we do provide structure for the children and a curriculum and whatnot. Kids grow up fast and they learn so much so quickly. So it's an even exchange. Although you teach the kids kids teach you. And if you're not learning from the children around you, you need to open your eyes a little more because they have a lot to teach. But yeah, so I had I don't even want to call it a work incident, but I'm going to keep it 100 with you because I have to tell my truth. And that's what it is. A person at work, at my job, lied on me. And another person backed them up in that lie. And so there was an investigation put on myself and my coworker. And it was a wrongful investigation. But because of that, as they're investigating, I've been on administrative leave since then. It's been about 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks, going on a month. Yeah, it's going on a month. And at first, because this person has tried to damage my name and my reputation, I was extremely upset, extremely. But I was also telling myself, literally, that I don't know how long I'm going to stay in the Head Start world. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be a preschool teacher because although I love it and I do, they have a piece of my heart now. They truly do. And I feel like these babies and their parents, their families, are like a part of my life. Like, outside of work, I'm checking up on these families. Like, I don't know, but, well, I do know. But yeah, I was getting very comfortable where I was at, even though I know the goal, and the goal is not where I'm at. So I'm like, I could stay another year, blase, splee, all that stuff. All that shit went down, and it's like, all right, it's making me see the ugly side of this profession, and I really don't like it. And so a lot of things were put into play at one time frame. It was very stressful. The company did an investigation, and they found that the claims against myself and my coworker were unsubstantiated. So that was, okay, cool. And then they've had their, the consequences of that happened. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then that person went back because they were salty about some stuff and took it up higher. And so now it's 3 levels above the company. And now that's what's taking so long in this investigation. So at this point, I'm enjoying my vacation. I was upset that this person tried to tarnish my name, and I've done nothing wrong to this person as far as my recollection goes. Or these people. Let me say that because I know it's more than one. So let me make myself clear. These people. But again, God will make things happen through people, places, and things. And to push you in the direction that you need to go. And the direction I need to go is up out of there. So I love it. And I love the administrative team. I love the executive director. I love the higher ups. But middle management, that part needs to get worked on. And some of the systems and the politics of it all, I didn't appreciate that. And the lying on my name, I definitely didn't appreciate that. So again, I was upset. I was stressed out, having flare-ups left and right, because that whole thing took place within like 2 or 3 weeks. And so every day going into work was a stressful type of environment. I was just, stank. Like, and it wasn't like, I wasn't disrespectful stank, or I wasn't like whatever, but it was like, okay, hey, I'm cordial. I'm here at work. We're working. How are you? Yes, I'm going to do my job. We're going to get this done because we have to get it done. It has to get done by somebody, teamwork. But we're not friends. So let's not talk about our outside lives in here. Let's not talk about, diets and personal development and stuff that I'm into that you want to learn from me about while we're here. We're not doing that because we're not friends. So let's make that boundary clear. And that person didn't like me stating my boundaries. So you'll have people like that. But don't let those people deter you from creating those boundaries, setting those boundaries, and standing firm in those boundaries. Because that's what I did. And yeah. So moving on. All of that to say that I have been off. And in this time off, I have gotten some major progression done and some surprises and some love. So I got 2 job offers. And I accepted both of them. So right now I have 3 jobs. So that's lovely. And that's not even including my stuff, like the YouTubing or the podcasting, which is coming soon. I'm going to talk about that later too. But the YouTubing and the podcasting and the side hustles and the nonprofit I'm working on, some collabs I'm working on, like it's a lot of things coming into play, and I love it. I get a little pep in my step. I get happy when I'm busy, but not just like aimlessly busy. I need busy with and for a purpose. So when I'm getting shit done, that makes me happy. That makes me excited. I love it. I stand for it. I live for this. Okay. So this is making me so happy. And all of this stuff is aligning in my purpose. So I'm gonna have some videos out to go into each topic and some lessons that I've learned in this time frame. One, I've been experiencing a lot of synchronicities in my life, a lot. And I spoke on this in my last video, I believe, too. The manifestations have been real. What I focus my mind and my heart on, what I desire, is what I attract. And even if I'm not stating it out loud, I'm attracting it because I'm thinking it and I'm vibrating on that frequency. And it's resonating. It's calling everything that I want out. And it's coming right back to me. And it is fucking beautiful, y'all. Like, so I'm going to talk about, that a little bit, which I kind of really spoke on that for real, the manifestation part, in my last video, as I recall. So if there's anything I missed, I'll bring it up. But yeah, no, really, honestly, it's just that is setting my attentions, watching my thought, filtering the media that I consume, filtering who I'm around and their energy, making sure that my energy is straight at the beginning and the end of the day, and hopefully do like a midday check-in too. But make sure I'm practicing gratitude. Make sure I'm practicing being present in the moment, not being here, not being there, not being over there, not being over here, not in the future, not in the past, in the present moment, and enjoying my senses and where I'm plugged into at the moment. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure that, I'm just focusing on the things that I do want and not the things that I don't. Because what you focus on is what you will attract. So if you see nothing but negativity and you like, oh, that's disgusting, that's disturbing, I hate that. Oh, anti this, I'm anti that. Don't say you're anti that because your mind is not picking up the anti. It's just picking up the subject. So you need to worry about, I'm pro-love. I'm pro-respect. I'm pro-diversity. I'm pro-this. This is what I want to see in the world. This is what I love to see in the world. And guess what? You'll start seeing more of it. Confirmation bias. That's how the mind works. So, again, moving off that. Then I'm going to get on, I went to a hoodoo festival. The inaugural Hoodoo Festival of Detroit, first annual, but inaugural, Hoodoo Festival of Detroit. It was amazing. I really enjoyed myself there. I really did. And I learned so much. I learned the history of voodoo. I learned a lot about Ifa. And now I had been interested in Ifa prior to this. And I was looking for a Babalawo. But I've been met with a lot of scammers. And yeah, it's been all bad. So now I know who to reach out to and how to get plugged in with the right people and to find my orishas and all of that. So I'm excited. Also, I'm looking into my ancestry a little more. I need to know more about my bloodline. And I think a lot of us do, especially a lot of us Black people. Because, I'm speaking from the Black experience. So, I got to speak to the Black experience. So yeah, I think a lot of us don't know too much about our bloodlines, or maybe one side, but not the other. Like, I know deep depths of, well, not deep depths, but I know quite a bit about my mom's bloodline and my mom's side of the family. My dad's, it stops at my grandma and my great uncle. I don't know anything beyond that. And it's like, okay, so when I'm on 23andMe, because yes, I use 23andMe. No, they did not sponsor or, whatever, but check them out because I really dig them. As opposed to Ancestry, 23andMe got so much more information. I love it. But when I plug in, there's an option that you can plug in to find people who are related to you or may be related to you. And people are like, oh, I think I'm related to you through here. And I'm like, I know that's my daddy's side. I don't know none of this. None of it. So it's like, I got to do more research and I have to figure it out, because I also found out, well, this was like 2 years ago when I found all this stuff out or whatever, but I'm just now digging deeper into it. But I'm almost 40% Nigerian. I'm 85.6%, almost 86% sub-Saharan African. So baby, I'm blackety black and I love it. I love it. So I definitely want to get more in touch with my African roots. And I think African traditional religions have been demonized for far too long and stereotyped. And when people hear things like voodoo or hoodoo or Ifa or, you know, things of that nature, there's a negative connotation that comes along with it. You know, I'm into witches. I'm into witchcraft. Yeah, I am. But that doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Y'all just heard me referring to God 5 minutes ago. Like, I believe in God. I also believe there's a power within us. We are divine creatures. We are divine beings. Like, we have a consciousness. We are different from the animals that dwell this earth. Why do you think that is? Like, let's really break it down. So, I'm gonna make a video on what I learned at the Hoodoo Festival, some takeaways. I'm gonna see if I'm allowed to share some of those clips. I'm going to ask and see how that goes before I put it out there. But I will give you guys my personal paraphrasing of what I've learned, and, you know, some of the takeaways and how I can integrate it into the lifestyle that I already live. What else? I want us to talk about, some programs, right? So, you know, again, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. And I live in an apartment. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, if you're a homeowner, I know there's like mortgage forbearances and whatnot going on. But in the last STEMI bill, they extended the eviction moratorium and the eviction protection plan, I believe it's called. But in Michigan, they call it SARA, CERA. And I signed up for the SARA program and I got approved. I thought that was really amazing because they're paying 4 months of my rent and they're paying a $300 internet stipend, and they're paying 3 months of my utilities. And so I get a break. I told y'all I'm on administrative leave. Like, yeah, I still got the hustle in me or whatever, but again, I can't be out here with a lot of people because, again, I have lupus. So I'm immunocompromised and I can't be out here dwelling with too many people at this point in time. So my income can't stop. My way of living can't stop. So I urge you guys, if you're not, if you're in Michigan, look up the SARA program. In order to qualify, you have to have an 80%, you have to make 80% or less of the median household income in your area. To find that out, you can look on the state of Michigan website, I want to say. And then, or just Google it. What is my county's median income? And then you can find that out. If you make 80% of that or less, then you qualify. Amongst other things. That's one of the qualifications. You could check that off. If you make 50% or less, you are more prone to get more benefits. So 50% or less, you're prone to get more benefits. You could check that off. 80% or less, between 80 to 50. You can check that off as well. So another qualification term is that you have to have paid your rent or utilities late at least once since March of 2020, last year. So if you did it at least once, you can file. Also, or apply rather, that's another checklist. Also, you have to show that you've had some kind of financial hardship, and that could be a loss of income, that could be unemployment, that can be a decrease in hours worked, that could be increased medical bills, that could be you took FMLA to take care of your family members or yourself, you got sick, you had to take off of work because you got a vaccine and you lost income because of that. Some kind of financial hardship, you have to certify that you've had it. Also, is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So if you're in Michigan, I urge you to look up the SARA program because it is extremely beneficial. They need to spend this money. They got it from the feds, and it's divvied up within the states and by county as well. So look it up. Look it up. And if you're not in Michigan, look up your state's program because your state has it. Also, I have a friend that I referred to the SARA program, and their landlord said that they don't participate in the program. You can still participate in the program. So don't let the landlord thing deter you from that. There are ways to go around there, and there are resources to reach out. So there are certain people, depending on your county, you can reach out to them, and they will facilitate that process. So you just let them know what you're going through because you can still get rental relief from that. They would just send the check to you, and then you pay your rent directly to your landlord. So I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like that could help several people. Again, we're a year plus deep in this, and Michigan is a hot spot right now. So, and it has been for a while. It's sad. So I want to make sure, y'all straight, y'all not worried about back rent and future rent and all this stuff, lawyer fees and whatnot when the eviction moratorium is lifted. Having to pay bills and you're already struggling to make a living or do whatever you have to do, that is something that nobody should experience. It's a stress that nobody should endure. So I want to make sure that I put that out there for everybody. If I can get approved, you can too. So just put that out there. Let's see. What else? I usually have notes, but this one I felt good and I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all. Oh, the podcast. Okay. So the podcast. One, I am going to transfer. I'm looking to transfer the audio from all of my past YouTube videos and put it onto digital platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music, etc., etc. I want to turn this into an audio podcast as well as a video podcast because honestly, this is kind of a podcast, but it's just me talking. So, but as far as the combined podcast that I spoke of a couple videos ago, that has been put on pause because we are all trying to figure out our schedules, and one of us stays out of state. They're not moving back, so we have to make sure we have the proper equipment so that things don't sound janky and laggy and all that stuff because that's ghetto. We're not doing that. We're making sure we have quality materials. So, yeah, that's the update on the podcast. I'm going to be a guest on a podcast in a couple of weeks, so look out for that. I am not gonna drop the info just yet, but just know I'll tell y'all. And follow me on IG too, because I'll drop it on there as well, especially when it gets closer to the date. But yeah, I'm going to be discussing lupus. And because May is Lupus Awareness Month, y'all see I'm rocking the purple. That wasn't on purpose though. But yeah, it's Lupus Awareness Month. So a friend of mine is putting me on their podcast. And we're going to talk about lupus awareness, and I'm going to talk about, my hustles and what I do and whatnot. I'm working on a nonprofit with this same friend and colleague now, And yeah, we're gonna do some stuff for the kids. So I'm very, very excited about that. I'll expose more details and, explain it in depth more as things progress and we're starting things up. What else? So I talked about the Hoodoo Festival, Sarah, the podcast. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I want to do a music podcast. I really do. Because I feel like music is such a deep part of me, and I feel like there are so many sides to me. We are multi-dimensional creatures. Like we have different aspects to ourselves, and music has defined a lot of my life. Um and so I wanted to go into some music, and I love music. I really do. Like I said, it was my first love, honestly. And hip hop, rap, R&B, those are my favorites. Now I'm not even gonna get on this generational stuff. But quality music is what I love. And quality is different for everybody. So, but I'm 30, y'all. I'm about to be 31 this year. So, baby, I'm not listening to y'all teenage music and all that stuff. That's not what I'm listening to, because that doesn't appeal to my ear. It doesn't appeal to me. But the quality that I do look for, I appreciate very much. So, I'm thinking about doing the music podcast, but I don't know if I would want to do it by myself, or would I be looking for a co-host. I do have a few co-hosts in mind, one in particular. I have not brought this up to that person, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's something I'm debating. Also, I got back in school. I am on a scholarship. I received a scholarship to go back to school and finally get my degree. So since I'm only paying fees and not full out tuition, I have to do it right this time. I've gone to college and then stopped. Well, the first time I went to Marygrove and they kicked me out. So there's that. Been salty ever since. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been salty as fuck ever since, because I had my head in the books and I was willing to work hard and make up for it. But because my financial aid didn't cover the difference and they wanted me to pay like $3,000 extra in a month or 2 months or something like that, I just kept going to school. And I'm like, I'm working hard. I'm making great grades. Like, you see, I'm trying, work with me here. And they dropped me. They dismissed me from the school, and I was pissed. Marygrove was a private college in Detroit, on the west side of Detroit on McNichols. But they're now closed. And I guess it was because of funding. But my thing is, if you would allow the students in a situation like mine to stay there and finish out their degree, I would have done a work study program. I would have paid it off, because it was a great school. It was a great institution, and I was learning a lot. So I really enjoyed that place, and they kind of dismissed me. So I was salty about it. That's when I was majoring in psychology originally, because I did AP Psych in high school and I excelled at that. And, that was something that I had been self-studying since middle school, psychology and philosophy, and sociology. So those were things that I was interested in back then, and I would just do self-study. And so I decided to pursue that. And when they kicked me out, I was down on myself, like, real bad. I felt really bad, and I was really salty. So I'm like, fuck school, fuck this, yada, yada, whatever. I'm about to get in the workforce. And so I did, and I was working like 2 jobs, and I was working 3 jobs. And then, I was working at the bank. I was working at Office Depot. I was doing coat check at the club at night. All my Detroit clubbers, y'all probably seen my face. I hear it so many times. People be like, you look so familiar. You got a familiar face. Like, if you only knew. Like, you went out on Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday nights. And I was working at PV Lounge. So yeah. Hey Kenny, what's up? Um, but yeah, so, and then I was modeling on the side. And no, I didn't, the quotation marks, I wasn't like the type of model. I don't know what that was. But I really wanted to be like a fashion model. And so I was getting my feet wet in that, but I didn't know what avenue I wanted to take and what genre. Did I want to do high fashion and luxury, or did I want to do like swimsuit because I was more in shape and fit back then? Did I want to do fitness modeling? Did I want to do, what was my niche? So, I was dabbling in a lot of stuff or whatever, and I was inexperienced, and I realized I didn't want to do it anymore. I did a few shows with Jelly. Hey, shout out to Jelly. He is the one who got me into modeling in the first dang on place. Um, so thanks to him. But yeah, I definitely did a couple walk fashion shows back in the day, whatever. But I'm just going into my whole little past, whatever. But yeah, I left psychology, and then I started hustling and working and just getting caught up in that whole little world. And I went deeper into finance. After getting that job at the bank, it was like, yeah, I'm going to do accounts payable. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, I just ran through all the finance world or whatever. And I realized, probably not. So I left the finance world, and then I kind of dabbed back a little bit. And then I had my daughter, and then I started becoming, well, I was a center aide, and then I kind of became a teacher, transitioned into that. And I love taking care of the babies. But now it's time for me to get back on my hustle woman stuff. So I got my part-time job that I just accepted the offer for, and that is just 4 hours a day, but it's working from home, and it's a great company. I'm really looking forward to this one, and I take my state exams for another career opportunity that I have been low-key manifesting for some time. And if you know me, you already know where I'm talking about. But yeah, where and what I'm talking about. But yeah, they called me, and it was so random because we hadn't touched bases in almost a year, and they called me and gave me an opportunity that was on my terms. And I was like, because I'm like, I will work for them if it worked for me. But the terms that they have, I cannot agree to. So I withdrew my application. And they called back a year later, like, we got it on your terms. What's up? You want to start this process? So, yeah, I'm getting that process started, and it's looking good. So, I'll go into that after everything is said and done or whatever. I know I'm being cryptic and whatnot, but it is what it is. So those two made me extremely happy. And all of this happened, like, I'm getting phone calls and taking interviews and all this stuff in the midst of all the trouble that I just spoke on earlier. While all that stuff was stressing me out, I'm getting off work like, man, what the fuck? Yada, yada, yada. Getting calls like, yeah, hello? Like, yeah, I'm interested in doing interviews and stuff. And so even though I've been on this administrative leave, I've been elevating myself on multiple levels, getting back to meditation, getting more focused on myself, getting more focused and steadfast on my goals, on my long-term goals, and working on my consistency and working on my my weaknesses to make them strengths, and thinking about which ones I don't want to make strengths and that I just want to delegate. Because hey, we can't be exceptional at everything. So and then I'm really working on my strengths and fine-tuning them, because you don't reach the level of mastery unless you work on your strengths and you fine-tune them and you keep that up. So that's what I've been doing. I've been staying safe, staying COVID free. It's just been a blessing. Life has been a blessing, and I'm extremely grateful for it. I will be making more videos soon come. I just wanted to give you guys this update. I might just upload this shit today, honestly, because it's been a while. I'm not going to do much editing. I'm going to add my intro. Thank you, Shay. Shout out to Shay. Oh, that's the other update. Damn. I'm starting my interview series back up. I'm happy I said that. Shay, you be looking out. You don't even know it. But yeah, I'm starting my interview series back up as well. I have five people in the queue right now to be interviewed. So, and more to come. If you know me and you would love to be on this platform or, collab with me in some kind of way, I'm doing small business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are creating their own lanes for themselves, and people with advice and life experience to share and to, give little gems out to people. So if you're interested, hit me up. You can email me, ajstepsofalchemy.com or ajstepsofalchemy@gmail.com or Andrea at ajstepsofalchemy@gmail.com. So, yeah, I think that's it for now. Talked about Sarah, podcast, Hoodoo Festival, where I'm at, manifesting. I think that's it. If there's any other updates, I'll tell y'all. And I'm really loving this dread look. Now, my hair more fucked up than it looked though, so don't look too close. But because I gotta refresh these babies, okay? But I'm really loving the dread look, and I'm about to go get my nose pierced soon. But I'm going out of town. I'm going to Cali. Cali people, listen. I'm going to Cali next week. Hit me up. Tell me some safe stuff to do while we all masked up. I need to change the scenery, and I need some better weather because Michigan ain't doing it for me. We get an 80-degree day, and then the next day is 50. So I'm not rocking with this right now. I got to go. So yeah. I digress. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I just want to give y'all that update, and yeah, stay tuned. I will be back soon. This video is probably going to come out today. It is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And yeah, I'm going to try and upload this basically as soon as I stop recording. I'm going to add the intro and upload it. So yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. Be safe, y'all. If y'all drinking, don't drive. Hopefully y'all drinking at home too, because it's the whole pandemic. Go pick up y'all food, carry out, and go home and drink. That way you already safe. You could turn up. You know how you use some house party calls, a house party app or Zoom or whatever you want to do. Facebook groups, rooms, chats, whatever, however you want to do it. Have you a virtual party and turn up. Or if you vaxxed up and you got the okay, then you can have some people around, whatever. But in the meantime, stay safe. Think of 5 things you're grateful for in the morning and 5 different things at night, or 5 things in the morning and review them throughout the day. And then think about all your accomplishments that you have done for the day. I found that gratitude is one of the best practices, and gratitude helps you manifest and realize just how blessed you are. So on that note, y'all have a good one. Ciao.